Everybody, welcome to Recovery 101, brought to you by Promise Resource Network. Good morning. I'm glad y'all are here. We're still working in the book, You Are a Badass. It's a little book, but it is full of great things. So we are on part 3, You Are a Badass, the G word. Oh, I'm so excited. This excites me because there are so many ways and interpretations. Oh, yes. We're going to talk about higher power today. The G word is God. But first, let me give you some information. Promise Resource Network has a warm line that is a 24/7, 365 telephone call away from somebody, hey Kim, somebody that has experience in listening. Right? When you call us, you're going to get somebody, a peer support specialist that has been trained to listen, that has been given resources that can be provided by you, that is waiting for you to call. We have people there 24/7 on holidays, on special days, whenever. If you've got a problem on Sunday afternoon with your mama, call us. Right? If you've got a problem with this at 3 o'clock Wednesday night, call us. We're here. The number is 833-390-7728. That's 833-390-7728. All right. I don't know where everybody is this morning. We even set up extra chairs because we've been super crowded, but the people that are supposed to be here are here, and they are on time, and I am grateful. Let's say I'm Sharon. Who are you?
Yolanda.
Nice.
My name is Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Alan.
Elijah, good deal.
Kim.
Oh, thank you, Kim. See, I knew. Oh, yeah. And you already checked in. Thank you. Oh, we're going to have fun today. I insist on it. And y'all insist on it too. And that's what's beautiful about recovery. We can talk about things that are great, huge. And we can talk about them in the understanding that everyone has their own journey, in the understanding that everyone has their own interpretation of a higher power, right? So Holly's on the line. Good deal. Always reminds me, and I always appreciate this. What are we going to start with? Definition.
Definition.
Right? Definition of higher power. A spirit or being such as God that has great power, strength, knowledge, etc., and that can affect nature and the lives of people belief in higher power, and the lives of people who believe in higher power. Oh, I love that. Strength, power, knowledge. That's what I need today.
Wow, that was unbelievable.
That's right on time.
Thank you. When I looked that up, I thought it was too. And I'm glad we're talking about higher power today. And
It's in the dictionary.
we got to talk about it.
We got to read exactly what it says.
It's real. It's in Wikipedia. All right. So, Roberta, good morning. A spirit or being that has great power, strength, and knowledge.
Oh, and it can affect people's lives.
Yes. Robin, tell me with that definition, maybe not so getting too deep, but how do you think it affects higher power? What do you call higher? I call it higher power because I want to respect people that say different things, right?
I call it higher power, and it changes as I meditate and pray. But my idea of a higher power, and I just love that definition, is in the universe there's a lot of electricity going on, electrons, and all we are atoms. You know? And so my idea of a higher power is a source. And the source if you pray and meditate, can affect changes in your life that you couldn't do on your own, and you can continue to get better. But your higher power always loves you. Always loves you. I'm excited about this topic. As you can tell.
I love it. I love it. I had a sponsor. I was on the second step in a 12-step program, and that's the higher power step. That's when you gotta figure out what it is. You gotta begin to release yourself to a higher power. And I couldn't get it. I didn't understand what I was supposed to be thinking, right? I didn't understand that there was anything bigger than me, right? In the throes of my addiction, I thought I was God. I thought I was God. I love this phrase, God never calls me to ask about what he should do. God never calls me to ask about what he should do. Oh, we got lots of messages. We got Rebecca in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I love you all. I'm glad y'all are here. This is an exciting topic. So the love of a higher power. When I was on step 2, my sponsor suggested that I do a help wanted ad on what I wanted in a higher power. So like you would write a help wanted ad, what are your definitions of this job that they're going to do? Well, I put down things like love, encourage me, give me strength, give me joy. Those are the things I wanted in a higher power, but I had no idea if I could even get those things. I had no idea if I could even attain any of it. Yes, dear.
In the definition where it says support, it says, read that.
Okay.
Support is something else.
Sorry, everybody. A spirit or being that has great power, strength, and knowledge, etc.
Great strength.
Yes.
And knowledge. And that's, I'm telling you, if it's in Wikipedia, it's true.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Hey, we got all kinds of love coming in. Everybody's saying good morning. We got good energy. That makes it for a better day. All right. It's a higher power. Higher power. Let me read something to you. This is from the book. How to Tap into the Mother Lode, the G word. Whenever you happen to stand on the God issue, let me just say that this whole improving our lives thing is going to be a lot easier if we have an open mind about it. Right. An open mind. Call it whatever you want. God, goddess, big guy, the universe, source energy, higher power, grand poopah. I like that one. Gut, intuition, spirit, the force, the zone, the Lord, the vortex, the mother lode. It doesn't matter whatever you call it. Whatever you choose to call it isn't important. What is important is that we start to develop an awareness of and a relationship with this source of energy, the energy that's surrounding us and within us. I like that one too. We'll be your best pal. All right, sir, just have a seat. You're good. Because here's the thing. All of us are connected to this limitless power, and most of us aren't using but a fraction of it. When we learn to consciously master the energetic realm, believe in the not yet seen, and stay in your higher frequency, we harness our innate power to create the reality we desire. Ooh, the reality we desire.
That is so very, very, very good.
I love it. I I can't tell you how excited I've been about this topic. And I tend to shy away from it because it can get into a row. I mean, it can get into a festive situation when we've got people with very strong opinions and ideas and understandings. But like it said, an open mind. Just have an open mind to what our brothers and sisters believe, right?
Yeah.
The Grand Bupa, the source, the Lord, God, higher power, whatever it is we call it, to connect with it, to be a part of it. Remember, it's outside and it's inside too, and that's what I love. I love the inside. What do you think about higher power, Ivanka? Oh, I love that grin.
Good only direction.
Good orderly direction. I appreciate that. One thing in the 12-step rooms is that in the beginning, some of us have a real hard time identifying and attaching to a higher power. So G-O-D, good orderly direction.
Good orderly direction.
Orderly direction. Isn't that good?
That's clever.
That is. Yes, ma'am.
Sharon, what I love that you read is that we're all walking around with this energy or whatever it is. And so those of us that are in the mindset of thinking about it or whatever, connect with our fellows.
Yes.
And our fellows may not connect back with us, but we're still connected. So if we think of love all the time or try to push love out of us, just think we're giving love to everybody. And a whole room of people.
Oh.
You know, it's amazing. This confirms many of my thoughts, and I'm so glad about it.
The energy of a group of people, the collective.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. I've got a friend named Linda, and she told me one time, 12-step meetings, at the end of them, there's usually we get in a circle and say some kind of prayer or say some kind of something that's, encouraging. So she said, when the weight of the world is on her shoulders and her knees begin to buckle, she thinks of the circle and the hands that are with her and the love that is with her within that circle, the strength. See, there are things that we can believe, not just an entity. We can believe in the people who guide us, who give us strength, who give us knowledge. Isn't that the definition?
Mm-hmm.
People say, no, you can't believe in people as a higher power, as a collective. Sometimes I've got to believe, at least for me in the beginning, that there was some kind of something in that room, right? Some kind of something in that room. I had such a hard time with that because I'd been beaten up in a lot of churches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had the Bible shoved down my throat and been told things that aren't true about a higher power. And when I got into the 12-step program, I was faced with this, and I'm like, I do not want to do this. I do not believe. I don't think there's a reason to believe. Just all kinds of, I ain't doing it, right? I ain't doing it. That's how I get. So I just thought one day, if higher power is huge and all-knowing and all wise and all huge and all spirit and all part of me, if it's that big, I'll never understand it.
Right.
I'll never understand what a higher power is. So I gave up. I surrendered to the thought that I wanted a higher power, but I didn't know how to get to it because of all the stuff in between. Right. So, all right, let's see. We got some, all right. We got Darlene in the house. All right, good deal. Roberta says controversial, but we should feel safe here at BRN to speak our minds. Thank you to our family. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in, have a seat. We are live on Facebook. We're talking about higher power this morning. So I'm excited. All right. That was my experience with God, that it was too big for me to understand. And when I did that, I was open to different names, different concepts of what this thing was that is bigger than me, that is smarter than me, that has the power that I don't have. Right? I didn't know how to tap into it. Right? So when I did the Help Wanted ad, when I got to the point where I realized, God's going to win. God's bigger than me. He's going to win. I always think, sometimes I fight with my higher power, and I got to think, my higher power is pretty big. I'm probably going to lose. So I might as well give up in the first place, right? All right. Higher power. What do you think about, what is your experience with higher power?
I don't know. I studied religions of the world when I was in college. And unless somebody practice something to get connected to the higher power, there's no connection. Right? In other words, this person was walking through the forest, an apple hit on his head or something. He ended up under a tree.
Yeah.
And he started this thing of meditation. Meditation is the connection to higher power. Right? And so he came up with Buddhism.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
There you go.
But anyway, so in order for me to connect to a higher power, I got to disconnect from society.
Ooh, okay.
Right? In other words, they're in a fast moment and time and stuff. And I got to back off and say, what is really priority in my soul?
Ooh.
Right? Because if it doesn't fix my soul, then all this other stuff doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, so for me, and it's like a practice, it's like, meditation. It takes a while to edify, or whatever you want to call it, to get that.
Is it understanding?
Understanding and feel that it's an emotion that comes from the higher power, so everything's going to be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the priority, to put a priority into, you said wonderful things. What I grabbed hold of that I really loved was to look at that inner man, to meet the needs and a priority of that inner man, right? And when I'm able to look at that, rather, I love what you said about, leave society alone. When I'm able to look at that, look at what works for me, what helps me, it's just easier. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey! We got Les, April, and Sharif came in.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Oh, Roberta says, hold on. Jeremy's in the house. He's on his way. She had a COVID test recently. So we'll hope that turns out well. All right. Like I said, Jeremy says hello. He's going to be late. I love it that he still lets us know. He'll be here in a minute, I promise. So higher power. Besides good orderly direction, Ivanka, what do you think when I say higher power?
God knows me better than I know myself. That's like when I was in active addiction and I was doing the stuff that I was doing. Doesn't give it a right. But like for my last run, I got a hold of fentanyl.
Uh-huh.
And if anybody don't know, I was in the newspaper. They found me on Catherine Samuel's drug. And they had what's the word?
Resuscitate.
They resuscitated me 4 times.
Wow.
And I have congestive heart failure. I'm not supposed to be here today.
What brings you here?
God.
Do we have a part in this, though?
What?
Do we have a part in this? This connectedness to God?
I think so.
I think so. We have choices. God's not going to force me to do anything I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
He will leave, like when I was out there using, I burnt a lot of bridges for a lot of churches. I would go to church, tell them a lie, to get a love offering, go back out and get high. That's not right. No, y'all, I did.
Yeah.
I did. To support my habit. And that's why I couldn't get the help that I needed. When I really needed help. Because I was a liar, a manipulator.
I love was.
Isn't
that good?
Not no more.
That's right.
So, and then, but I have to take key in that because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it's just me and God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to learn the hard way. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I'm with you. It seems to me, back in the beginning of my recovery, and my higher power needed to talk to me, he got a 2x4 and a nail just to get my attention, right? Today, I'm a little closer to higher power, and all he needs is a 2x4 to tell me what to do. And I find that when I'm bumped in a head and fall back, it's easier to see. It's easier to see up. And when I look up, that's where I think. All in us. Yes, Les.
John 6:8 says, God knows what your needs are before you even ask.
Wow.
He knew what I needed before I even asked. Now, he may allow me to go through some turmoil to get there,
Yeah.
but he knew what I needed to be.
Yeah.
You know? So if I'm patient and struggle through some of these struggles, once I sit down and he'll give me the guidance I need to get, so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Roberta says, we make plans and God laughs. I love, he's good. I love what you said because it connected to what Ivanka said. And now I can't remember it. Choice.
Choices.
This is just my opinion, and I don't know how the group feels individually, but I don't think my higher power tests me. I think my higher power allows me choice and allows me opportunities to bump my ass, right? To bump my ass.
My higher power does not test me. My higher power would like it, but I would not my head.
I think we test him.
Ooh, I got that.
And I have tested him, like going out using, getting clean, we're slapping God in the face. Oh, I can just do one more.
Yeah.
Nobody won't know. I did one more and I got held up with some fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's what got me clean now.
Yeah.
I'm not tested, nobody else.
And that's for me too. When I got connected to a higher power, I didn't want to do those things anymore. Not as much. I'm going to lie to you. But it wasn't necessary in my life like it had been before. What you think?
I feel connected to God through my soul, and I never really was a planner, and I tried not to be a planner. I asked Domi out of be of service. I don't know, it's such a good feeling. Just always knowing that I'm not alone. Because I live alone now, and I'm alone a lot, but I'm always talking to my God or my cats. And my God always provides. Sometimes I will seek out help to decipher what God's trying to tell me if I can't figure it out. But yeah, I remember when I was in addiction, I had such a good relationship with my religion and my church growing up. And I remember I went there, and I think it was for Christmas or something, and I couldn't stop crying. And I cried until I left. And like in sobriety, I realized I think I was so disappointed with myself with what I was doing, and I was just ashamed and so hurt what I had done to God with my addiction and stuff. I remember I couldn't figure it out then. I didn't know what I was crying. I remember asking a couple of people, like, did you cry? And they're like, no. I'm like, I couldn't stop sobbing.
Yeah.
But now, in hindsight, that's what it was. I think I was so remorseful. But through AA and God got me to AA. My mother, she said to me, I think God has a bigger plan for you when I was on the edge. And I thought she was so full of shit. Oh, I was like, what the fuck is she saying? I was so pissed. That's what she said to me, and she hung up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But that was it. That's what I needed. Because that's just that little seed sat in my head, and I'm like, and slowly I was like, well, maybe she's not really an idiot. And that was it. The seed brought me back to life. That was the miracle.
That is the miracle. That sometimes with that seed planted, that understanding that is bigger than me, that is smarter than me, that is greater than me, has a plan for me. And I love what you said about I'm never lonely when I have a higher power. That's, I think, what brought me into recovery more than anything was the loneliness. Was just the bitter understanding that I had no one in my immediate area that I could contact, no one that could come to me when I needed it immediately.
I never knew who to put as emergency contact. I would stare at it.
Yeah. Who is it? Who do I have? And sometimes we do have family. Sometimes we do have people in our lives that can help, but they're too far away, or they're too busy, or they're too. And I gotta figure this shit out. How am I going to deal with this alone? When I'm alone, today I'm not alone, right? Today I have a connection internally and externally with a higher power I understand just today, that I don't have to have that feeling of loneliness.
The surrender.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize how much I was fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I fought everything. I would just lie just cause. If you told me the sky is blue, I was like, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's fight. I think it's red.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, when I turned it over to my higher power, I couldn't believe the relief.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was just like, what a feeling. Oh. And I was like, this is cool. Because I didn't think I would take any responsibility. I was like, it's all yours.
I do today. I'm glad you brought that up. I can, and I sometimes do. Okay, God, it's yours, and then do nothing. Okay, God, this job is yours. God, please give me this job. God, let me work in this. I really feel connected to this, God. But I don't do anything. I don't go to the interview. I don't do the work, right? Because I'm not doing the footwork. They told me I got to do the footwork. I got to be where my feet are, and I've got to be doing things and actions that help me connect in here. What you got, Les?
Yeah, I noticed this with myself, but God puts me in a position where he'll break me completely down to build me back up. In other words, I have to rely on him, not so much everything else.
Yeah.
And then he'll start removing those doubts.
Yeah.
Those doubts.
Yeah.
I need to go to the interview, but I don't want to because I don't, he says, go to it anyway.
Yes.
Go to this appointment anyway, whether you don't want to or not, because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
That's good early direction.
Yeah.
And because if I listen to society, they'll tell me don't do it, but God tells me to do it, do the right thing.
Yeah.
And so he'll break me down where I'm in the corner and to listen, and I'll listen to him and say, you just go ahead and do it anyway.
Nice.
And I'll give you the power to get to it.
About the power to do the footwork, the strength. There's sometimes that I'm so tired. There are sometimes my spirit is so weak, right? I've made choices that have put me in a position of distress, of feeling alone, right? So what do I do then? You said surrender. And I had to understand that word. I had to understand, like I said, that God never calls me to see what to do. Right? I have to go to. And what you said about tearing down and building up, I think we're already so torn down.
Yeah.
Right? So torn down. Tore down and tore up. And when I got to the point where I was ready to live a different way, right? And in order to live this different way, I had to have strength. I had to have knowledge and wisdom and the understanding of how to do it. Okay, how to walk this walk. It's so confusing. It is to me anyway. Am I supposed to go left or right? When I get in those decisions, even if I'm supposed to go left and I go right, I learn something. I still can be connected to higher power. And that will make it all right too. That's what I love. That's what I love. What you got, Elijah? Oh, you just waving. Okay. Roberta says, I thank God now for my trials and scars. I am no longer the victim of situations and circumstances. I feel it's God's way of lining me up for my destiny. Wow. You go, Roberta. My trials and scars, beauty for ashes, it says in the Bible. I don't quote the Bible a lot because I don't know a whole lot. I know a couple verses, so I just throw them out there when I need them. Were you going to say something, Robin?
I want to say that on my journey, I've really been inside anxiety with lack of trust. And just really, and so this meeting to me with all of you sharing and that damn thing in that book is has given me, why not, I mean, all of y'all have trust and faith and all that stuff, so I'm gonna have it too. And you talk about it and you confirm it, and I'm so glad it came out. Because I feel better about my marriage.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out as somebody who is attached to something bigger than me. I want the world to know that there is another way, right? Because I didn't believe it in the beginning. I didn't believe that I was eligible. I didn't think I was worthy, right? I thought I had to fight for it and against it at the same time, which was incredibly hard and incredibly unwise, right? Roberta says, me too, Robin. Lack of trust in God causes me anxiety. That loneliness, that unattached, that not following my gut. I believe I talk too much. So, but I believe, I don't know. I forgot it again.
What y'all said about God or your higher power has a plan for you.
Oh, yeah.
And that really helped me too, because sometimes I think I'm just out there floating around, and higher power to come and pray for me. But he is plan.
Yes.
And if I keep on the right road, and I don't mean right road and all that stuff, but if I keep trying my best to be my best person every day, it will be revealed to me.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be revealed to me and it'll be revealed to the world.
And to the world, yeah.
When I was first in the 12 steps and I couldn't do the God thing, I just couldn't do it and I was struggling with that. And I went to and I got the understanding of other people's higher power. Some people called it God, some people called it Jesus, some people called it Buddha. And I got all of that information. And I did what they did, which was release my pain, my fear, my depression, all those things. I was able to release them to something bigger than me. But I had to watch other people and see what they did. Because I didn't know. But I love what you said about destiny. Destiny. When I think of destiny, I think that me and my higher power had a support team meeting with my guardian angel. And we decided to go from point A right down to point B. I'm going from here to here, and that's my destiny. Unfortunately, I did a lot of this stuff. All along that line, and I'd miss it and I'd get on it, and I'd miss it and I'd get on it. And I think that when I'm on the beam, when I'm where I'm supposed to be, oh, that's so powerful. When the destiny, when the understanding, when for that moment we are where we're supposed to be, where our feet are, that is glorious. That is glorious. What do you think, Jeremy? We're talking about higher power today.
Well, for a while I thought I had along with a higher power, like somebody that can be in charge, I guess. But I have higher power over myself. And when I got out of the hospital, I knew that I had higher power, but there was just those times where if I felt like I was in trouble with somebody. And that's what I always try to call like patient advocates and stuff, or fill out like a form to talk to them. But after being out of there, I'm glad that I'm at least much better to go outside and take a walk and just spend a nice day outside.
Be with.
Yeah, be with.
Oh, I like that. Hey, Amber. Good morning, Amber. Good morning.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
but yeah, then I always played the victim, but these days I don't play the victim.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I take responsibility for what I've done today, or at least I try. What you got, Rob?
Oh, no, I don't have.
Oh, you're just
did
excited. Me too. Me too. Let's see. We got any new ones? Roberta says, "Amen." Thank you, Roberta. What do we?
I feel the room is so powerful, I'm gonna say that.
Mm,
That I sometimes can feel the energy of whatever, and I think the room is really powerful and positive, and we are not alone.
oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. What you got, Les?
You heard that kids keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and I tend to overcomplicate things,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
To the point that, I'm in the way more than I'm in God's power,
Yeah.
What it says in John 8:36 is whoever Christ sets free is free indeed, right?
Whoever Christ is free is free indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I rely on him, then I rely on myself and forget about the world, then things are simple.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, good orderly direction, God, right? And if I just do the right thing, and you get the right result, keep getting what you're getting by doing what you do, and so I gotta keep things simple, and, I got a job and all that stuff, but, and I go to work every day, but, and that way, I'm not so much in the way, God's in control, I'm just following him.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
It's funny how tables turn. Like, as soon as you get clean, things start working in your favor.
Yeah.
But it's not easy.
Oh, no.
It's not easy. You have some, and that's what the enemy tries to come, kill, steal, and destroy. Like when you get clean, you have nightmares, you have like post-acute withdrawal syndrome, you have all this stuff. And my pastor is Stephen Furtick. I love elevation. I'm an elevator. But he always say, what you take in is what you put out.
Nice.
And so you have to remind yourself of the music you listen to, the negativity you listen to, the people you surround yourself with. That really is a platform of recovery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got something, Les?
Yes, it reminds me, this person, he had sort of a corrupt sexual mind, but on his coffee table was all these magazines, running magazines.
Alan?
So
Is that Alan?
they-
Oh, that's your phone. Okay. Come on, Les, say it loud.
But anyway, they said, get rid of all that and just put a Bible up there, right? Because whatever you surround yourself, that's what you become, right?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
What I feed grows.
right.
What I feed grows.
And after a while, he cleaned up his life, and now he's a pastor.
There you go. There you go. It's amazing how we change.
I seen the biggest drunk in Albany, Georgia. He used to be the town drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew it, Now you got the second biggest church in Albany, Georgia.
Oh, nice.
You have, excuse me, sorry, Liz. In your definition, I might lost my train of thought. in your definition, you said something to the effect of higher power helping us change.
Oh, yes.
And that was in there, written down.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, in this written down. And so, sometimes we talk about psychic change and that kind of a thing. But I think it's so amazing that it says that there, which I'm thinking this is the Bible. It says that there, and so it must be true. And that's the effect that letting a higher power change you. Because I don't think that you can wish and wish and wish and change unless you do something with a power greater than yourself. It's so interesting.
Yes.
God.
I love the wishing, because I did a lot of wishing.
That's like hope.
Yeah. When I was wishing, God, get me out of this. But that wish was, I thought, a prayer. But it wasn't really a prayer. It was simply my trying to get out of this situation. Anything I could do. Please, God, get me out of this.
One more time.
One more time. One more time. But, I've grown a God conscious, they told me. A God conscious where because I listen to what I've planted so it can grow. Okay? So I've got this thing in me that is connected to higher power, intuition, spirit, whatever you want to call it. God conscious, whatever you want to call it. It's that inner man that understands this is my right choice. These are the right people. Like Ivanka said, what we put in comes out just like a computer. What data I put in, what I allow to come just can manifest. It can grow. Right? That's what I love. What do you think, Jeremy? Put you on the spot.
Well, I didn't get what you said earlier, because you said 2x4.
Yes.
That was before I got here. No, what I was going to say is the police got a higher power. I think the country needs to stop talking about those capital stuff that was going on. But since you teach the police, they aren't here to hurt us. They're trying to work with us. Even when I watch on TV, the TV cam.
I love that. We have a higher power in people, in that some people have power over us, and like the police, like a judge, like your mama when you're a kid, right? So we have something that can hold us down, not hold us down, but have influence on what happens to us, right? I want that same thing on the inside, right? I want that same thing on the inside. What y'all got? Somebody tell me something.
I put on Bob right.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, I want to say that, but basically when it comes to recovery, I don't know how to love myself. I don't know how to do things because I'm so boisterous and I'm so wild. I'm in the streets.
Yeah.
When you get clean and sober, you have to renew the thinking of the mind. You have to learn how to eat right, exercise, sleep, shower. You have to learn how to be nice to people if you need things. And it always don't have to be money.
Yeah.
It could be a spiritual, it could be mental, physical, whatever. You know what I'm saying? For me, I felt myself gaining weight. So I wanted to see if I can go join Planet Fitness. $10 a month.
I love that, because that wishing, right? I wish I'd lose weight. And I don't do anything. You wish in one hand, shoot the other.
I'm watching movies. I'm eating 2 or 3 bags of chips.
Yeah.
What?
I'm doing things that don't work for me, and I know that.
Yeah.
And because I have experience in my life, and I don't wish anymore. I connect. I pray, I meditate. I do these things that can connect me, that I feel can connect me more with higher power.
Hmm.
And I want to be healthy. I want to be
Mhm.
healthy mentally and physically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Ooh, we're almost out of time. Yeah, Les.
Yeah,
This was
so,
good.
Matthew 7:7 asking, and you showed, you
Listen,
answer right and see.
Yeah.
People have a hard time asking for help. I used to have a self pride about myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was too prideful. I don't want to ask you to help me out or whatever. Until I started opening my mouth, nothing got fed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, in other words, there are blessings around you. All
Ooh.
you gotta learn to do is ask. Ask and you shall.
Ask and we shall find, but I can ask and then be open to receiving it.
Right.
Sometimes I'm not open to receiving it, so I got to humble myself. And I got to say, this is mine, but I appreciate all those God shots.
Yeah.
When we seek it, we find it. When I look for it, I am able to see what I need to see, to receive what I need to receive. Holly says, hold on, I'm going to read part of it. To just receive the love and see the joy in grieving, in hope, in the response, in the possibility that is here now. See the love and be receptive of the love. That is all I need. That is all we all need. Patience has no time frame. Yes, ma'am. And then Robin.
Okay, for me, I kind of wore that thing out with asking for help. Because I was in a debt job.
Mhm.
Can I get $20 to get some groceries? Okay, so no. Okay, so if I need food or something from a worker, hey, can we go to the food pantry?
Yeah.
No money.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised when you need something. It don't always have to involve money.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, people get that skeptical ears on and be like, oh, she's begging for money again.
You know what? Money can be higher power, can't it?
Yeah, it can't. Money's
Power can be higher power.
Yeah.
All these things that I can grab a hold of and feed that don't benefit me.
Mhm.
All right. You were going to say something,
I
Robin?
do real quick. This is a God shot. Okay, my retirement money comes Wednesday, so I have like 5 cents or something like that. And I eat a banana and peanut butter sandwich every single day, and that holds me. I was out of bananas this morning. I thought I might have 30 cents in my bank account and I could check it out. And I was worrying and not being able to eat. What was I going to eat? I don't know. I had to do some pasta. And I come into this place and there are bananas here. And I personally think that is a God shot blessing. And that doesn't always happen. I have found a veggie burger that's never been touched on the ground.
Wow. Well, I used to do that too.
When I look, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I surrender, I receive. Right? And when I give, I'm connected to that is greater than me. Right? This is good stuff. If you're interested in increasing your understanding of higher power, do like Les does. Check out different understandings. Check out different opinions. Do due diligence to find that feeds you. All right. Again, our warm line number is 833-390-7728. 833-390-7728. We are out of time. Holly says, peace and blessings to everyone out there. Peace.